Welcome to Salazar Art Nation, and I'll be doing my Inktober tour. I'm gonna say I did fail this challenge. I had a lot of October was just a very busy month. It's still busy. It's not even over yet. I still have a lot on my plate this month. So I'm just gonna show you where I got so far. I didn't get that far in, but this is my sketchbook. And that was the start of Inktober. Just practicing to get into it. There's a Swift Eyes right there. So these, if you've seen my other videos, you've seen them. And then I drew a panda. There you go. It's kind of like a raccoon, but whatever. And here I did use an Inktober prompt. I ended up abandoning the prompts pretty quickly. But this was for Poison. So that's a Bret Hart mouse in concert. Bret Hart from Poison. Oh, sorry. And I think the prompt for this one was underwater. So I drew the Lady of the Lake holding up Excalibur, and she's under the water. So and all this these are inks. It's brush inks, and I think for this one the prompt was long, so I drew Daddy Long Legs, and you can see it's supposed to be a bride and a groom. Daddy long leg spiders, and here comes a guy with a poison, which would fit with this one too. So, all right. And this one I was just drawing something random, just being creative. I was gonna draw a motorcycle, and I turned it into kind of a cyborg bird. Motorcycle hybrid. So he's wearing like computer armor, technical armor to turn him into a motorcycle. And this is the last. Now here is supposed to be an open mask, like a lucha libre mask. The pen I used, the ink kind of spreads out, which is good for bold lines, but this is just supposed to be a trimming, so it looks like he has a big old thick mustache. And this is Mr. Canada. That's the end. Look at all these blank pages. I will be keeping this as a regular sketchbook, as an ink sketchbook, but maybe I'm not gonna. Once I finish this, I'll do a more thorough sketchbook tour. So I want to show you some of my earlier drawings, earlier sketches. I did these back in, I'll say, March of this year, March of 2017. So this is Mr. Canada. You just saw an inked version of him. This is a character I've done for many years. It's one of my go-to characters when and I gave him a Doctor Strange collar cape, updating the character, updating the style. So it's Mr. Canada, and that's my basic pose. I'm gonna be working on different poses. So yeah, see, I use the same pose. And here I was giving him an open mask. Uh, Mr. Canada. This is Yosemite Sam. I drew this from a a reference photo. Just a little photo off my phone. It was just a sketch. You can see my sketch lines there. Okay. I was working on one of my weaknesses is drawing backgrounds and buildings, so I was working on that. It's all right, I guess. It's just kind of just a basic square shape. It's the door CFC. That's my church, the church I go to. And here I was working on poses, just drawing little mannequins. One of my other weaknesses, and I have a few of them, is drawing hands. I was practicing drawing hands. I think most of these I did off a reference photo, or maybe I just freehanded it. Yeah, see, yeah, these aren't very good. But as I got better, as I practiced more, I got a little better. So still not perfect, but I like him better than the other one. This is a character design. I was using an app called Canvas Tutor, which what it is, it helps you each day. It'll give you something to do. It'll practice drawing hands, practice drawing mannequins. Those were some of those pages over here. That's what these were drawing assignments. And for this one, every once in a while it'll generate an original character you have to draw. And for these, the prompts were sad robot boy. So he's sad, he's a robot, and he's a boy. So he has the beanie. He dropped his oil. There you go. This was another character design. This was a witch, hippie girl. So he was a hippie teen witch. So yeah, it fits for October too. So, and this was a palette challenge. I had to use the colors, these colors. And I think I just drew a mermaid because these colors would work for it. So yeah, if you can see, I had another. Oh yeah, this page was under this one. You can see the flower here. Yes. Yeah, I always use a divider paper. I don't always do that, but anyways. So there's my mermaid. This was I did Mr. Canada as a chibi. I like how this came out. I had to draw feet. And these were reference photos I got off the internet. So I was working on shapes, shadowing, yeah. And I doodled a Mrs. Canada, the female counterpart of Mr. Canada. Okay. And this one I had to do a scene. I had to draw a background, a city background with my character. So these are my buildings. Sweeney's Cuts. That's a Sweeney Todd reference. It's a little grocery store. Jones Arcade, which where you get the reference Joan of Arc. There's a Pac-Man chasing a Goomba. And this is Mrs. Canada. Alright, so that was my sketch tour. You know, I did fail the Inktober challenge. I didn't do it every day. I did draw almost every day. Just it wasn't all for Inktober. And these are my past sketches from about 7 months ago. So I hope you enjoyed those. Alright, so I mentioned the Canvas Tutor app. It's a good app. I recommend it, but this is not a sponsored video. If you want to check it out, you can find it in your Google Android store. It might be on iPhones. I'm not sure. I have an Android, so that's what I use. So, all right. Everyone, what these are. So last month was a suicide prevention month, but suicide isn't a monthly thing. You know, it's something people go through on a regular basis. A lot of people have suicidal tendencies. A lot of people are depressed. So I saw this play yesterday called Almost Gone. When a young girl's world falls apart, only one thing will take the pain away. The answer isn't what you think. And if you live in the Rio Grande Valley area, specifically McAllen, Texas, or the cities surrounding that area, they had a showing yesterday, and they're gonna have one today at 6, the 28th. And that's the address. If you want to go, if you live in the area, you can go check it out. That's the number to call, and it's free of charge. This is the number for the Suicide Prevention Lifeline. There it is. Now, this is not a sponsored video. This play isn't sponsoring me. It's a good message. So a story of hope. by RGV Productions. Also, if you want to see this play but you don't live in McAllen, the play was live streamed last night, and so the video is still up. I will put a link to the video below, and you can check that out. All right, like I said, not sponsored, but depression and suicide is a serious matter. I know this video got kind of dark and kind of a ending on a downer, but there's hope. Where is it? The story of hope. It doesn't end on a downer. Alright, thank you for watching. I'll see you next video. I'll have another video out by next week. I would like to apologize again. I did fail the Inktober challenge, and I haven't put up a video in a while. So I am working on that. I'm gonna start school next month, but I'll work on getting a video out soon on a more regular basis. Alright, thanks for watching. Don't forget to tip your waitress. Bye.